Live.
Any second now.
It's counting up. I think we're live.
Yeah, we're live, waiting for the video feed to come in.
Oh, I see.
If you'll open it on your phone.
Anybody out there?
Hello, America.
Hello?
Oh, I don't see it right now.
Watch that.
Hello?
Ah, there it is.
Well, that's that.
Hello?
Hold
I
on.
get fooled easily.
You're good.
D-I-L.
There's 2 people watching, 4 people watching.
All right,
I don't know why we can't see ourselves, but we're going to start talking.
Yeah,
Can you guys see us?
We can normally not see ourselves anyway. So there
That's
you go.
right.
This is not about looking at us for ourselves. Hey, America.
So, huge thanks to the DIY Network and Discovery for letting us
Yeah, we can be seen.
Invade.
invade.
Be on TV?
Be on TV.
We out here.
They gave us passwords to things. People aren't supposed to do
That
that.
was a big mistake, DIY.
Okay, yeah, so we are live, so ignore this.
Yeah.
So,
Hey.
here we are at Black Dog Salvage in Roanoke, Virginia. Hopefully most of you are familiar, at least with a few of us.
Who are you?
I'm Fred.
Oh,
Yeah. Thanks for letting me be here, by the
I
way.
don't remember Fred.
Yeah, what'd you do with Tay?
You don't want to know.
I know Grayson. I know Grayson.
That's
So-
right. I know Robert.
Yeah.
And I'm Mike Whiteside.
My name's Tay Whiteside.
And Ted is not here right now, but we're the Salvage Dogs.
He's with Fred.
Yeah.
Ted's with Fred.
That's right. So, we are the cast and crew of Salvage Dogs and a part of a big family and team here at Black Dog Salvage in Roanoke, Virginia. And hopefully there's a lot of our fans out there, but also a lot of people watching us do whatever this is for the first time. So,
What is this we're doing?
yeah, we are
Live on DIY Network.
Yeah. And
All right, we got confirmation that the audio is working, so that's a good
Okay,
thing.
well, that's
Better than
good.
we were doing
That's
at
good.
lunch.
Yeah.
So,
It's all a mystery to me, by the way.
we were talking about this being home, Black Dog Salvage, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Well, that's been since, what, 1999? We moved in here in 2003.
Right.
I'm not quite sure what we did in between 2003 and 2012, but in 2012 we got a new home, which is DIY Network.
That's right.
That's
which
right.
we are still living there, as a matter of fact.
Right here.
Give us a nice quick rundown of how the show happened.
That's a real,
There's no quick.
Reader's Digest version. Good friend of mine, fishing, drinking beer,
Buddy.
and a buddy, and
It is 1 o'clock.
we were yucking it up. And I said, "Why don't you do a pilot for us, or a sizzle?" And his short answer, he said, "Yes." And that's Bill Hayes with Figure Eight. And so here we are after
That's Figure Eight Films.
Figure Eight,
But
film.
don't forget Trailblazer Studios, our good friends at Trailblazer
Yes.
Studios, our brothers in arms, and our real crew.
I didn't
out
get
in
to finish the
field.
story, by the way, but that's okay. It was all about me.
It
Okay.
happens.
You left Trailblazer out. How could you?
I wouldn't dare do that. But that's Bill handed it over to them to kind of make it what it is today, and then DIY was smart enough to pick us up.
Yeah. So that's how many episodes ago?
130.
130 episodes.
As of yesterday.
You guys haven't seen them all because I guess 123 have already been on DIY, or 117 or something like that. My math's not so
Yeah,
good.
no,
right
somebody.
He don't
subtract
cycle,
13.
So we've been through season 9.
That's right.
DIY
Yeah,
Network.
and that's why we're here now, is to talk about season 2.
Yeah, last
And,
week's-
and so, season 10 is premiering Wednesday nights at 9 Eastern on the DIY Network.
A new night.
A new night.
A new night. It used to be
Yeah.
Sunday nights.
Yeah,
at 9.
home is still DIY Network, but Wednesday instead of
We're
Sunday.
not
right.
up against the NFL.
That's right.
Which is
That
not
good.
playing right now.
Yeah.
Sunday night football.
But they'll
Or
come
basketball
though.
anymore.
They'll come.
They'll be back. They're always back.
Hi from Delaware. Hi from Kansas. Hi from Florida.
I saw
What's
Sydney
up,
from
everybody?
Maine. Thanks, girl.
Okeechobee, Florida, nonetheless.
The big lake.
So we are here, obviously, to talk about what you can expect in season 10 of Salvage Dogs. And first of all, last week's episode was the first episode of season 10, and we were in
Blacksburg.
Blacksburg.
We're on the way to Blacksburg. Somewhere here between Roanoke and God's Country and Blacksburg is a back road.
Chava.
And so I'll flash
Second
up some
Catawba.
pictures. Here is the bonfire that we.
That was a small one.
That was this was a necessary bonfire. We salvaged 70-80% of the good material, and there was
Exactly.
rotten stuff. It was full of hay we had to get rid of. So it's too bad this job wasn't in winter, right?
Yeah. And we had to clean up that pile.
We'd have to clean it up.
Yeah.
Here's the building for everybody. It was
Before we start, clearly.
correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a log cabin inside of a timber frame structure, basically,
Hay
right?
barn.
Yeah, it
added on.
started out as a log barn, which is very typical for our area. And then as they got a little bit more money and technology changed, they put an addition on
Looks
the
like
side
what's
of it.
tall.
Who is that?
That's
Pretty cool.
Spike. That's Spike in there.
That's it
Sizing it up.
in its glory.
So here you can see the internal log barn inside the rest of the structure and
So
how
that-
it was built.
Still got a lot of these
A
beams.
lot of those beams obviously didn't all end up in the fire, so we got a lot of
definitely
good
know those beams.
barn wood
Yeah,
from
the
it.
Just a
point
little-
wasn't just to have a fire.
And
Yeah.
that was last week, right?
Right. But also last week we built a
bell.
Airplane table.
the airplane desk.
Yep.
Sure.
So that's this guy, and
Yeah.
we cut a section out of a Beechcraft Duke.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, we bought from a company called Select Aero.
Here's Steve
Space.
doing his thinking face.
Yeah, he
You know
didn't.
what? That thinking is real good. He
Yeah.
does some
Steve
good
does some
thinking.
really good. things.
Most people don't know what to think, but this is a fixed price.
So this was an interesting adaptation of laminated plywood.
Yeah,
They
what a
used the
great
end grain
idea.
and created a really cool texture, live edge top, which you worked on,
Sycamore.
and we put a light underneath it, and
So cool.
That's
So
the-
it's still here, folks. If you're interested, you can purchase that online if you like, or just come into the store. Can we market ourselves on this show?
Sales.
Sure hope so. BlackDogSalvage.com.
Black Duck Salvage.
So the episode tonight is a church in Alexandria
Right.
and the Zen Bell.
Ooh, hey, you know what?
Ooh,
Bill, let's talk about church first.
Yeah, well, the church is in Alexandria, which is obviously a booming area. You know, it's right in D.C. with a giant vortex where all the money goes. And
Right.
so this property, the church has decided to downsize and going to build a new chapel on the same property, and then they're going to build some affordable housing for people in the place where this nice church was. Built in
Affordable housing in
65.
Alexandria. Go figure.
yeah, I guess it was built in early
68 maybe?
early 60s.
So it's very modern.
Yeah.
Let's see if I got some pictures here.
Yeah.
Tay and I, this
This
was
is the
chapel
inside.
before we took that cross down for them so they could use it. There's the cross that Tay and I went up to. That we went up to almost 130 feet in the air. It was a good view, but it was like
You can see the Capitol.
minus something.
It was chilly. The weather kind of got a little squirrely on us as
Very
usual.
windy.
Got a little snowy and windy, and
Yeah. So we did bring that
We'll
cross
have
home.
to see.
well, yeah.
Right. So this is so anybody comment below what the conversation is going on
Look at
here.
that
Feel
dashing
free.
old man.
Right?
Robert's like,
Yeah, Mike was saying,
I have
was
some
gonna
lunch
get to that.
left
I was
over
gonna
on
get
my
to
upper
that.
lip.
Yeah, it's like I meant it. Yeah. Was this the conversation about the lift that showed up late?
Who
Maybe?
knows?
You're gonna have to tune
Mike's
in
not
and
happy
find out.
unless the lift shows up on time because he wants to
Hey,
get in
listen,
it
we
and
got
jump
a
up.
great
So put
equipment
it-
company that provides all of our equipment for us, and it was there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
the church is very cool. It was a great building with lots of good stuff in it. But remember, it's just a building. The church is going to get rebuilt. They kept the large cross inside the church.
Congregation is still
we
together.
saved it for 'em.
Congregation is staying
It is,
together.
and the parts are all going to be reused. So it's all a win-win for everybody
Yeah.
involved.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
and people have a place
people,
to live.
it's nice that folks see the value in what we do because we're reclaiming, we're saving stuff from going into the landfill, and we're going to be using all of this stuff.
Absolutely. So also in that the build.
The
which
build
I
was
about to
incredible.
say.
Matter of
So
fact,
I'm not going to show finished pictures here, but here are some in construction pictures.
This is cutting the gas cylinder.
This was from my cell phone, believe it or not. I love this picture of Steve throwing
Yeah.
some
Be
Be
sparks.
careful now. Don't show him. Don't give anything away.
Right.
You're
So
gonna
we'll
have
go
to
quick.
9 o'clock tonight. It's not that long
They did
off,
some
right?
hammering on
That's
some
right.
old steel. We did some cutting. We made a thing, and you're just going to have to see how it goes
That
together.
looks
And-
bizarre.
Yeah.
It looks kinda cool.
I just an hour or a half hour ago got back from Smith Mountain Lake and delivered that to a friend of mine named Dale Wilkinson. So it's sitting up on a dock, and I heard that thing ring, and it just reverberated for about 20 minutes.
That's fantastic.
It's-
So-
Is that where you guys going to stay on the dock?
Yeah.
Y'all, real quick, Gina says that she sees this. And
Yeah.
That's what we did it.
If you want to
Last
see
week
something
we
cool,
were in
speaking about the
Jamestown.
lake and some other things, this is one of this is a gift from Mike and I that we got last week while we were out there.
This is what you give two Navy
we were up
guys
north.
for a gift, by the way.
So-
Cheese board.
And
Yeah.
Dan Skippy is the name of our
Yeah.
cabin cruiser up on the lake, which I was going to say I'd like to go up the lake and hear that bell ring. But anyway, Gina from the Chautauqua Land Bank in
Jamestown.
Chautauqua County,
Near
New York,
Jamestown.
New York. We very much appreciate you.
We love you. We
Can't-
still
can't
have some
stop talking
snacks
about you.
from our
Thank you
gifts,
for
too.
everything, and that's season
Oh, yeah.
11, by the
Oh
way.
yeah, there's
so- It's
Right.
The history of Jamestown.
Okay.
Oh, that's from the Youngs. Remember
Yeah.
the basket?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. The Youngs were very
Old
nice.
friends.
Listen,
We
if
had
you
a
haven't-
lot of great fans up in Jamestown, New York.
If you
and
haven't
we
been there, it's a
appreciate
great
it.
town. It's with the home of Lucille Ball and
National
they have-
Comedy Center.
Oh, I can't
Really
say
cool
enough
place.
about that place.
I tell you what, there's just a little thing for the National Comedy Center. I've been to a lot of museums in my life. There's very few of them that I wanted to turn around and go right back in.
Yeah.
And that I knew that my kids would
Yeah.
absolutely love it. It is so
Right.
incredibly interactive and so technology rich.
It's unbelievable.
It's,
Yeah.
And it's funny.
And listen,
It is
laughter,
really funny.
laughter is good for the soul,
It
people.
is.
It's good medicine. So watch us. We're
Yep.
pretty doggone fast.
Just asking.
National Comedy Center, Jamestown, New York.
Jamestown.
That's right. Yeah.
Just near Lake Erie. So that is what you've seen and what you will see, and more stuff to look forward to for this season. Weather.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Lots and
Particularly
lots
tonight,
of weather.
this episode that airs tonight, we've got some good weather coming.
Very
up.
cool.
If I recall, it's got all the different weathers there.
All seasons.
Every weather possible.
Starts off in spring, hits us with winter,
Yeah.
and then somewhere.
we were doing
fall.
this job while
Hurricanes.
Hurricane Michael was making its rounds. Did a big loop and basically kind of missed us, but was bullseyeing for us. And
Oh, that was the first. That was the Blacksburg.
Blacksburg, yeah,
This
yeah.
is the I want
We're
to
talking about
This is
Alexander.
the
this is another one.
Y'all
Not
must be
it.
so
I
lost.
can't keep up, folks. You know, it's just so much salvage, so little time.
So much salvage.
Yeah.
I mean, so speaking of salvages for season 10, which you're about to see this season, the Georges in Lexington, the storefront, Bluefield, West Virginia, Barnesville, Ohio.
Two
What did we
houses.
do in Bluefield, West Virginia?
It was a house, right?
That's right, it was.
a,
Yeah,
a
yeah, it was.
two-story house.
There's an opera singer lived
Three-story
there.
house, maybe. Rock Hill Power Plant in South Carolina.
Tara.
And the water plant.
Hey,
And
if
the
you're
water
watching-
plant. We
Yeah.
got the. We're back to Tim's Yard in Norfolk for a
fireboat
Baltimore
this time.
fireboat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Martinsville, Virginia, house that suffered a fire that we get to save some
Beautiful
stuff from.
house. that,
Beautiful house.
Still had some great things in it, but we got there just in time.
Family's safe. The house was savable. Well, for salvage reasons, but
Another
Back to
fire.
Timberville.
Timberville, chicken country.
There's a big old farmhouse up there that had some great stuff, and it had beautiful porch ceiling in there, didn't it, Mike?
It did.
Oh,
Just wait.
Yeah,
This
you'll
guy-
have to watch that one.
this guy hurt himself, and I
Yeah.
wonder. I wonder
You
if
can't see my tooth, but I did knock a little chip out.
Oh, just save it.
I'm sorry.
We also
That's
went to
good. That's on camera.
went to the drive-in. We've had a pretty good season.
Full.
We got to even go to the movies and lay back and
They weren't
just
showing
relax,
anything,
going to the
but-
diner, yeah,
Yeah.
get a little eats.
And we finished out the season
Cap
with
Up in DC.
DC
Maryland.
Cap Center.
Largo.
yeah.
Oh, a couple good
Yeah.
jobs.
Yeah.
up there.
Big development in Maryland. We
Right.
got a-
Thank
we're part
you,
of it.
RPAI. for listening.
Yeah, that was right.
So, just again, for those of you in the back, you can catch episodes
what?
episodes of this show
here.
Wednesdays at 9 on the DIY Network, which I'm sure you're familiar with because you're on their Facebook page right now. But the builds we've got coming up for season 10.
Fun.
We got the airplane desk that
Which
you
y'all
saw
saw.
last week. We got the Zen Bell, which you'll see tonight.
You can't get enough Zen.
We had our.
Yes,
We need more Zen around.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we'll just ring that bell. It'll come to you. We also had our first competition build between Tay and this guy over here
And Ted.
And Ted.
I'm
and,
Fred.
And
Fred.
Grace
Mike
and
and I.
myself, and we had our
we
first
pulled
round
it
draft
up.
pick.
The
Steve.
teams are a bit
Yeah.
split right now. So yeah, actually, the five of us pit our skills against each other in a two double-ended build.
Great
So,
build for one Loudon. We had this fun.
Where's one
table.
round? That's an RPAI
That-
project.
yes,
isn't it?
that is. That's up in Loudon, Virginia, or Ashburn, as a matter of fact. And it's on. I call it the pop-up pavilion. They got this great place, and it's you really like it. You can even charge your phone there.
That's looked like a pretty exciting deal. We also, one of the cool things that we do every once in a while, we go work at a salvage job and we circle our way back and do a build for the same place. This is the Georges. We took the front facade off this old building.
Oh,
it's going
yeah.
to be converted into like a event venue.
Wedding events, yes,
and we've already produced from the salvage job some things that can go back in there when it's finished. And we're pretty excited about that one. And it's a nice place to stay, by
gorgeous.
the way. The Georges Inn in Lexington,
Well,
Virginia.
Yeah,
we
how
get
was
to stay
it?
there too. Yeah.
Oh, that's right, guys. Sorry about that.
yeah.
It's not for everybody.
You know,
it's just not for everybody.
So a big
me.
underlying theme is reuse, is the salvage, and then luckily we do get a chance to do a lot of builds that end up making it their way back to either the owner of the building we salvaged, or in the building itself.
We're always looking for some reason to come back and reuse that particular product for their story, which is it's really personal to them, and the history and the story that follows that piece of salvage is priceless, by the way.
Yeah, you can't put a price on it, but sometimes
But most of the time
Somehow
we
they
do.
manage.
The pulley table.
Oh yeah, pulley
was
table, foot bath.
What in the foot?
We got to take
Four of them.
I know, we missed out on
Foot
that
salt
one.
bath
The
sanctuary.
salt foot sanctuary
Yeah.
is
Now,
a
you know,
spa.
I keep my shoes on myself. That's just kind of the way I am.
I subscribe to that, honestly.
Oh,
but
man.
we
That
did
That
get a
was at
chance
the
to try it out.
that's at the Hotel Roanoke right here in downtown Roanoke. A beautiful place,
Yeah.
incredible history, railroad history.
Listen,
and,
folks, foot baths awesome.
And it now has a.
You would not be surprised how many pedicures he gets yearly.
Once a month.
Oh my goodness.
So 12.
So anyway,
I call it a foot
I need to
vacation.
stop
yeah,
at my
the
pedicure
Hotel
game.
Roanoke now has a foot spa. Not
Yeah.
a hood spa, but a foot spa.
It does have chutzpah as well.
And that's here in Roanoke, Virginia, Southwest Virginia.
Our hometown,
Yeah, where we are HQ, where we are right now.
sitting at the epicenter of the universe. Which is
Pretty nice to do things for local businesses, right?
Yeah, exactly. So Grayson and Fred here every Wednesday.
Every
right?
Wednesday at noon.
Oh, it's Ted.
Yeah,
Kay
yeah.
and Grayson every Wednesday at noon. You guys
Yes.
do a Facebook Live.
Yeah.
We
Right?
do this on our page, Black Dog Salvage on Facebook,
Facebook,
and it happens wherever we are.
Yeah.
Sometimes we're here, sometimes we're in the field, and if we're in the field, we do our best to show you some of the
Yeah.
the job.
Sometimes the service is better in the field than
Yeah.
in our own building here
Yeah.
at Black Dog. Like
Well,
today's
We try not to
example.
give anything away. We have kind of tiptoe through things because
Right.
we're
Yeah.
on double secret probation around here. We want to make sure that we don't blow anything up.
Yeah, well, I'll always screw it up.
So,
Robert Turner wants to know, how do you put up with these guys?
you know, like Mike said, laughter's the best
A
medicine.
laughter.
They make
There
it
you
easy.
go. We keep them
We kinda
laughing.
look after each
It's
other.
hard work, folks. I mean, and what you see on TV is reality. I mean, we're dirty.
There's
nasty.
more you don't see on TV.
Oh yeah. Well, it's.
So that's why they take off at noon and put on a little Facebook post wherever they are.
Just
so
put
they
on a
can
little
just really
Facebook
break.
post.
Well, I don't smoke, so that's my smoke.
That's
break.
our, yeah.
It's a good
I need
thing.
to talk about my day, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so where to watch, you guys? If you're new to the show, you can find us on the DIY network at 9 o'clock. That's Eastern Standard Time. And
8 Central.
Usually, actually, I
Always wanted
think.
to say
I think it's always at 9 o'clock, to be honest with you. Isn't it?
Well, yeah, for Eastern Standard.
No, I think it's
8 Central.
No, it's at 8 o'clock Central.
It is.
Oh.
You sure about that?
Mike's right.
What
Yeah,
time are you
folks.
guys watching the show and what part of the world?
Yeah,
Let
that's
us
right.
know.
Maybe I'm wrong.
that nuts?
And if you
It'll be a
missed last
first.
week's episode, you can catch it after the new one premieres tonight. So 9 o'clock new one, 9:30 the last week's premiere will come on.
That's convenient.
Look what's
Come here,
starting.
man. What's that?
8 o'clock tonight.
Oh,
Oh, it's like a mini
8
marathon.
p.m. They always start with old ones, and then
And if
the
you-
premiere at 9.
And if you missed last week's episode, they'll show that at 9:30.
Oh, who is that?
This is Molly May.
May.
Well, this is the back of Molly May's head.
She's a lover.
She's a hugger, and she was giving me the puppy eyes from under the table. So.
Yeah, and by the way, you know, if you miss the premieres, you can always catch older episodes on the website, the DIY
DIY's
Network's
website.
website.
That's correct.
Which is pretty cool because
Yeah.
every once in a while I miss what you guys do. I just check into the website and see what's
Yeah.
going on.
Or you could download the app. So if you're traveling, take it with you.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
that's
Really?
always a good idea.
Wait,
want
did,
your
did we
iPhone?
miss an Animal House reference by you? Everyone.
Absolutely,
I missed it.
Belushi is right here.
I'm thinking more for. Well, this was.
That's a double secret probation. Was
Oh, got it.
Or Raymond says, or else he needs to wear his hat.
Yeah, I don't have my hat on
I like
because
Mike's
I've
new
got a
hat.
hair thing going.
Hat
You might
head.
notice.
We
that.
like the way it's working out.
I read a
like
book
it.
called "Fun with Chin Hair." So
Fun with
working on
chin
that.
hair.
Face bangs.
You can represent Ted while he's gone.
Well, we don't have. I could never represent
Yeah.
Ted.
Watch him do that. He just did it. Shake it again. Shake. Hey, it's just
I
incredible.
wish this
Wow,
was in
wow.
slow
Drives him
motion.
That's
crazy. Is what it does. It works better in the wind, but it's okay. in
Yeah,
this
you
thing.
should see my hair in the wind.
6 p.m. Pacific, right. So it does air at the same time in the universe.
Across the world.
In the universe, yeah.
GMT.
Which meantime, yeah.
But a lot of people are still saying they don't have it in the UK. And
Well,
I'm
shame on
shocked.
them. That's part of Brexit, probably. You know.
You know, they don't have the new episodes in the UK. Do we know what they're showing in Kazakhstan?
That's-
Yeah, we got
Savage Dogs,
Actually,
apparently.
it sounds
in
like an old
Kazakhstan.
one.
I think that's where they have
Is it
the
on
do
Discovery
the
Channel.
what's that?
On the-
Yeah, it's one of the
It's on
Discovery because
Discovery.
they're all over the world, and
Yeah.
it's on in Kazakhstan. We had some folks that Mike and I put on a show a little presentation at our local builders show last week. And a couple, right after they visited us there, they got on a plane and went to do a stand tour.
That's
you know
what
a
I-
stand tour is?
Visit the stands.
Yeah, you get through all the old Soviet stands.
The stands.
That'd be cool.
Block
And so
countries.
they go to Kazakhstan and they
Turn on
walk
the
to a
TV.
hotel and there's Mike speaking
Russian.
Kazakh.
And
I
you.
missed it, folks. I hear it's really, I own it.
I owned it. I love
It's
it.
pretty exciting to be all over the world.
It is. It's weird to fear who's watching, you know. That's
I feel like I can travel without getting on a plane.
That's right. Well, it's probably a little safer.
Yeah.
So I know we have some fans who have watched us on our live videos from Canada, and I'm not sure when it premieres in Canada. So if you can pipe in and let us know,
I think maybe this week.
maybe this week you
Right.
guys will get some new episodes up there.
This is just a small illustration of how
Little we
complicated it must be to run a network and how little we know about it.
The
Yeah.
peons we are.
Yeah.
Turn the switch on. What do you do? You know? It's just-
Just make the
I
show go
got
well.
this great idea that they could just show salvage dogs 24
All the
hours a day.
time. Wow.
And then there wouldn't be any complications about, hey, what time do we come on?
You're
Right.
the thinker.
Always.
Just make a Salvage Dogs channel, and that's the just like
I
Oprah.
think that's kind of what they do with the website because we got our own page.
Yeah.
Right.
And then, of course, with the app, you can pick up and watch it anytime you want to.
We're
so it
obviously
is a
doing
free.
some
It's a
shameless-
free country,
it's
by
some
God.
You can make that-
shameless
yeah.
promotions here.
Yeah.
Make that decision.
Apparently, China shows Salvage puppies.
Oh,
Really? Is that our show?
Maybe that's what it's
Oh my
Robert,
God.
I
Robert
don't know if I
Turner.
want to go there.
Very active.
Salvage puppies.
That could mean a lot of different
It's a
things.
salvage puppy mill.
Remember,
Oh,
you
no.
know,
Listen, both of our
Italian-
pups are rescues.
The
They are.
Yeah, one from SPCA and the other one from Save a Lab in Molly May.
That's right.
And they're the
Support
best.
your local rescue
Yeah,
shelters.
there's a lot of them out there that need your help.
So that's us.
Yeah.
We're an architectural salvage and antiques company that builds high-end custom furniture and reclaims pieces. How's the intro go? Reclaims pieces of history that are slated for demolition.
That's right, and the price keeps going up. I coined that phrase folks,
value.
in first season.
The value keeps that's slightly different.
Or
This is a
trademark.
no
Well,
fun
I'll change it a
zone.
little bit. I'll morph to the price.
Yeah,
Yeah, same thing.
Add a zero.
Can you talk about the bar at the Stonehouse?
Oh, right. So we did miss some builds. I saw the note here. We do a kitchen island out of an abandoned art desk and some reclaimed granite from the burned down house in Martinsville. I make a table out of an engine block. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay tuned for that.
Oh yeah,
That is
we
so
built
cool.
we built a bar. Imagine that.
We built a bar for the Stone House. So
Yeah.
one of the things that we're real proud of here is our luxury guest house. That is an old stone house just right outside that window.
Yeah, and if you think back, you got to see a couple parts to that as it was being assembled in season 9.
Right.
And I think you're going to get to see a little bit more of it as a
Definitely.
And what
new
it-
episodes come out.
What it is, folks, the Stone House, obviously 1911, not obviously, but we get to build and show how you can use salvage in your house. So it's really a good platform for that, and I hope everybody enjoys the reuse that we do.
Yep. You can see more of the Stone House at Black Dog Salvage on our website, blackdogsalvage.com, where there's a huge amount of pages with all sorts of information about the things that we do, the places we've been, a little bit of background information about not just the people you see on the television show, but all the people in the background that are actually making it happen here at Black Dog Salvage.
Right.
You also get some more information about the Stone House in a lot more detail. You can even take a virtual tour and walk your way through it and see it
Really cool.
chock full of interesting architectural salvage, and the whole building is really built out of architectural salvage. You can even click on the
Well, it
items
costs a
in
lot,
there.
doesn't
It's a showroom.
He's hitting it.
It's a showroom for Black Dog Salvage.
That's
So there's
right.
an opportunity. I don't talk near enough, Mike.
Okay.
Yeah. So we got a watcher from Trinidad.
Oh my
Hey, I
God.
love Trinidad.
How do you watch the show? Let
I
us know.
love that rum down there. Y'all make some good rum.
Thank you, John, for your kind words. John says the Stone House is absolutely incredible. So thanks, man.
Yes, John.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, the virtual tour on our website is awesome. Also, if you're curious on how to buy any of the stuff that we salvage, you can
I know you are.
You can browse the what we've saved by episode on our website.
That's right.
So easy to navigate. If you watch the show, it's an easy organization system. If you haven't watched the show,
You'll
it's an
find
okay
it.
organization.
Yeah. You'll
You should
find
watch the
it.
show.
There's nothing like a keyword search, folks.
It's like the Dewey Decimal System, just not.
Yeah. Matter of fact, we have the cards for the Dewey Decimal System. Thanks again for
DIY,
DIY
hosting
and
us,
Robert
letting us
Wimbish.
host.
Our,
Shout out Trailblazer
runner.
Studios.
Clark.
Raleigh,
Jeff.
Raleigh, North Carolina.
Bob.